Shock to her. Put some oil in that thing.
Hey guys, it's Steve with Manic RC, and today I am going to be working on my CC-01 Land Cruiser by Tamiya. My plan today is to build these shocks that I've had for years. I've just been involved in other projects and time's gotten away from me. So it is time to put these shocks on, get these things built. I have a previous video with the CC-01, and I said in that one, the shocks and the painting of the body are the last things that I want to do, and I'm gonna call this thing complete. So start with the shocks first. I'm not gonna bore you with me building the shocks, but I'll come back when they're built, show them to you, and show you some of the install. Okay, these shocks went together beautifully. Tamiya hop-up shocks, I've got to say, are just some of the best ever. Here's one. They're all assembled. They're smooth as butter, and I can't wait to put them on the CC-01. I used, for the first time ever in my life, I used the Tamiya shock oil that came with them. I've never used it before. I've always used my own, but I thought, hey, what the heck, on this one, I'll try it out. If I don't like it, I'll change it. But they feel really, really good. They built nicely, they're machined nicely. They're Tamiya, they're nice. I'm going to give a plug out to Team Associated. I've been using this stuff forever. You've probably heard of it, but in case you haven't, it's called green slime, and that's what it is. It's green slimy stuff. But you use it when you build the shocks. Let's see if I can get the manual. Let's see if we can see this. This spot right here, there's two rubber O-rings and a rod guide that go into the bottom of the shock. I grease those up. You're supposed to use shock oil to lubricate them. I use the green slime. It lubricates, it makes a great seal, keeps them from leaking. I also put the green slime on the shock shaft when I pushed it in. And I'm telling you, this stuff really, really helps when building shocks. I've got to cut out a few pieces, the rod ends, and last night I was playing around with the suspension geometry of the back shocks, tweaking those a little bit, getting ready for the build. So yeah, I have the long ones on there now, but I may put the short ones. I'm not sure yet. Let me get the tires off and get the rod ends and everything on and check it out. Okay, so this is how it sits right now. I had the shocks lower down, but they were binding. Didn't realize that till last night when I was looking at it, because I haven't really ran this thing. So I raised them up and added a small 2mm spacer in between, and that helped the suspension a lot. But yeah, this is how it sits now. I'm playing around with the ball ends. I don't know if I'm gonna use short or long, so I'm gonna sit here for a minute and mess with it, and I'll come back and they will be installed in the rear. So they are a little different. The shock shaft is longer on this, so to use the barrel springs, I have to dial it, the shock adjuster, down. I had to kind of tweak it to make the other shock work to fit on this without binding. So yeah, let me get one installed and see what it looks like. Oh, and I forgot, I also have these GPM aluminum rear shock mounts, so I may as well go ahead and install those. But what do you see wrong with this picture? They only sent one screw. So let me dig around in my screws, make sure I have another one like that. Thanks, GPM. Okay, got that little shock mount installed. Nice bit of bling. Now let's fit this shock. Wow, look at how much more suspension down travel you get with the new shock. That is nice. All right, let me put in the other one. Wow, so that really increased the lift on this thing. And as I said, they are so smooth. That's like a night and day difference. Even the balls they came with, they have a little more looseness, a little more play, which will help when it's compressing. Let me put the tires on this thing, see how it changes the ride height compared to the front. Wow, it really increased the ride height of this thing. Wonder how the front's gonna do. And I was bragging about the Tamiya shock oil, but I may have to go with something a little lighter weight. I don't know what that weight is, but I'm gonna go ahead and build it as it is now. But they are, gosh, they're so smooth. So let me move on to the fronts. Let me give you a back shot. There's how it sits in the back. Okay, now for the fronts. Okay, here's a before. Here's how the fronts sit right now. Let's see what happens. The new Tamiya shocks come with these pivot balls, but with the GPM hardware, the lower shock is mounted with a special screw. So let's see how that works. Okay, that rose the front up higher too, but not as much as the rear. I'm gonna get the other shock on, get the wheels on, take a look at it, and I think I may have to do some adjustments to the rear of the truck. But there's all that pretty GPM niceness, and the ball end did fit, which gives it a lot more maneuverability. So, all right, I'm getting the other shock on, getting the wheels on, then we're gonna take a look at it. Yeah, oops. The back's gonna have to come down some. And I think I can do that without, I can lower it down a notch without any binding. So let me take the wheels off and see if I can do that. Okay, that did it. Lowering them down one notch in the rear helped. It's still up a little bit in the rear, but with the body on, it looks fine. The rear suspension, though, is really, I mean, it's kind of harsh. And the front, I've got the adjuster kicked down pretty darn far. It's a lot smoother. But here, let me put the body on, show you what it looks like. There we go. All finished. And the shocks are so smooth. And it's got decent travel for a CC-01. You know, I think I like it. I might experiment a little bit and put the stock springs on, see what that does. But I'm calling that good for now. I like it. And the shocks do look great. Yeah. It's coming along nicely. Coming along nicely. Now, just to get it painted. That's all I need to do. Well, thanks for joining me on this fun little shock build. The Tamiya shocks are great. Can't wait to do more with this thing. Can't wait to get it painted and get it out running. Like I said, I'm gonna experiment with the springs a little bit, but I am calling that done for now. So thanks for watching. Please give me any comments or suggestions you may have. And please like and subscribe. I'm having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun with comments on some of the videos that I've posted. And I've been learning stuff. So hope you guys have a great day. Be safe out there. Signing out. Later.